What is up, Rad Potential YouTube? Welcome to the road trip to Deals Gap. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. All of them 2-rotor, and the 4-rotor is making this 300-mile drive out to the tail of the dragon. So get fired up for a super fun weekend. I am excited. Let's see if we all make it perfectly. Wednesday morning before Deals Gap starts at a local gas station for us where we all meet up. We then head south on Interstate 24 down towards Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's a little bit longer of a route, but we love coming into North Carolina through the Ocoee River Valley. You'll see it's just a super beautiful drive, and it's lovely to see all of our friends driving our cars up these curvy roads. Gas stop number 1, success. Everything seems to be okay except for excessive fireballs, which is a good problem to have. Our next stop is in Cleveland, Tennessee, right before the Ocoee River Highway, and of course, we had to have some issues.
So out of whack. Yeah. It's thinking.
Did you run out of gas?
Yeah.
Really?
That tank's 140 miles.
It's like 15 or 20 gallons, isn't it?
It's 12 or 15. It's running so lean, the computer thinks, hey, I need to add more fuel.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is black as can be.
Well, it can only add 10% from the base map, so it's not gonna...
I mean, in 140 miles, I emptied that tank.
I mean, I can go in there and turn off the closed loop targeting stuff so it just runs off the base map, but I don't know if it'll run right.
The gauge is just, I mean, it'll start out okay, and then it starts creeping up,
yeah.
creeping up, and then it goes full lean.
Okay.
And then it doesn't want to run right.
Okay.
But I mean,
we can look at it.
Completely out.
Yeah.
We put that in there, and I turned the pump on for...
Where'd you run
okay.
out?
Before we got off the interstate.
Oh, well, look at that. No oil. Look at us. Sick.
Yeah, I was right behind him and he pulled off, so I was tucked in behind him, and then he
Black FD check in. Richard's got his little moped back here. I think it's ripping. New rubber on it. What's going on, Jeff? Leaking? We've got a jack stand. Charles, you got a jack stand? Oh, he's got them already.
Rotary road trip things.
Yep. Is it sliding off? Oh, is this you here? That's air conditioning.
I tried to move it, but I couldn't even move it.
Where do you put your jack stand, Jeff? Everything looks really shiny for this to go without a rag on it. You got a rag or something?
I got a whole thing of rags.
You want to put a rag on it, Jeff?
If I needed it, just try it.
Well, I got rags that are expendable. Okay. All right. The lineup.
Yeah, I'll let you go get some help.
This is probably one of the funniest parts. When we leave a gas station, you hear and then it shuts off. Because, you know, some people's stuff could use a little bit of a tune-up, but we're here. That's what matters. Oh, this is so much fun, guys. You have to come to Deals Gap with a big group of people. Find your local Rotary crew. Introduce yourself, come to Deals Gap. You'll be friends by the end of it. So much fun. Alright. I don't know that I'm the leader, but I'm ready to start moving. We got back on the road, headed into the single lane of the Ocoee River Valley. We're also headed right into a thunderstorm. And out of all of our cars, I believe 4 of us don't have functional wipers and 2 or 3 of us are on 200 tread wear tires. So this is going to be a fun drive. Can I preemptively roll that window up before it starts raining? Probably should. Part of the fun for us is driving our cars to Deals Gap Rotary Rally, not trailering them. In the past, we've done both, But honestly, the risk of taking a 4.5-hour drive in your project car just makes the journey so much more worth it when all your friends show up. Maybe you had to fix something along the way, and that's ultimately why we do this. That's why Deals Gap is so memorable to us, is every year we have to fix something becomes the years we talk about the most. The time you spend on the side of the road, troubleshooting a car, or even just sitting in the parking lot fixing something small, those are the memories that make, life with project cars worth living, and this event is full of them.
And now it's raining, but we got Steve Vai and RADX. We're good.
It seems like every year we always end up fighting weather on one of the days of Deals Gap. So Deals Gap, actually, the event starts on Thursday, and we head out there Wednesday. It gives us an extra day that's just a travel day in case, we run over a hammer and it goes through the radiator like has happened in past years for us. So once we get there today, tomorrow will be more people showing up. Friday, more people will show up. Saturday, we've got the car show. And then Sunday, everybody heads home. It's one of the most rad weekends ever. But the weather is usually, well, it's like Florida. It rains sometimes it doesn't. You just gotta live with it. So now before you talk down on this Audi, this is my buddy Jacob, and he used to own a ton of FD RX7s, and in his old age he now drives the grandpa machine Audi S4. But this thing is wicked up. It's got turbos, a tune, downpipes, all sorts of crazy stuff on it, and it makes some really good jam for a car that's 1,000 or 1,500 pounds heavier than the RX7. Albeit I do have all my tools and my bicycle on the top. It's just stoked to, within reason, have a fun, spirited drive down to Bryson City. And oh look, there's Chuckles in Buzz, the unreliable turbo RX8, making its journey, putting some break-in miles on that freshly rebuilt Renesis of it. So you can look forward to that in a future video, kind of documenting if our compression come up. So cruising into town here, we're at the last stretch. Everybody gets a little antsy, if you can't tell. As you can see, I led the charge all the way here, and now I'm at the back. Either my car's smelly, or people are just, ready to get out of their cars after a 4.5 to 5 hour journey this morning into Bryson City. So let's get into town, have a nice chill evening while the rest of our internet friends show up with their super rad RX7s.
It's always fun when we get close to town because everybody starts ripping. The excitement is real. Black FD looks like it's running good. Four rotor's running good. Buzz is running good. Proud of all my little, where I had my hands putting parts together. It's good to see them all made out there.
So I'm sure the locals are used to car groups taking over their lovely little town, and we very much appreciate them being accommodating of all the loud and smelly rotary cars, especially. So as we're rolling through Main Street here in Bryson City, we're going to cross the little river here in a second. It's just wild to start seeing RX7s, RX8s, RX3s, everything parked everywhere throughout this little town. Deals Gap Rotary Rally, the event, is centered around a hotel that's just up the street on the right here. So usually I would recommend staying within walking distance of that hotel. It's so fun to be able to walk over there, check out the cars, and you'll end up in the parking lot chatting with your buddies, or at least a new friend, maybe until midnight one night or even later. It's just great to spend time with people who have similar interests than you and just hang out. It's such a good event for that. Less car show, less official stuff, more just get everybody together and enjoy each other's presence.
We haven't arrived.
It's funny, your fans kick on and it just is like a tornado of dust under your car. Wednesday night for us, it's just a local Tennessee group. We'll go out to dinner and then just hang out and sit by the fire and listen to all the Rotary cars come into town overnight and catch up with each other. Most of the time, this is the one time a year we see a lot of our Rotary friends.
Good morning from Thursday at the tail of the Dragon. We're in Bryson City and we're headed over to the hotel for registration for the event. We're gonna see some cool cars, talk to some cool people, and then we're gonna head over to the Dragon. Played a nice 18 holes of golf this morning. We won lunch. Pretty stoked for that. Shot a 73 versus 75. We had a 3-man scramble versus Johnny K. Because Johnny K is really good. And we made it.
Rolling up to the event hotel, we basically take over the entirety of the hotel for the whole weekend. It sells out pretty fast to all the Rotary folks here, as a lot of the hotels in this area aren't that big. All the cars show up, people show up, it's just a vibe. Hanging out in the parking lot, chatting cars. It's something that we need to do more of this day and age.
Gotta smell that race gas. How to not blow rotaries up, running on 110. Hell yeah.
A brief message from Mr. Radvertisement. I've got Rotary rebuild organizer trays going up on the website. So I had worked with Castaway Speed to build these when we first started production of them, and he was selling them. Now we're putting them on the Rad Potential site, so radpotentialracing.com. You can copy one of these. We 3D print them ourselves, so they might take just a minute to get to you, but I've got the 2 prototypes here. Those will go on the website first as the prototypes, and then I'll add another line for whenever I get more stock of these. So if they're on the website, they're in stock, I'll add the next one once they get there. I've also got stickers, t-shirts, and then this is along the same lines as this, one of those neat little tools that I like to use, and I use little printer stands, but we've engineered it to perfection. So this is a Rotary rotor stand for when you assemble your rotor, so you can put the rotor on here and it doesn't touch your workbench. It supports it by the bearing. It's got 2 little tips on here, side seal, spring end up, right hand, round side down. So that's teaching you and showing you how to not mess up putting your oil control rings in your engine, which is what you're going to use this to assemble the rotor on the bench. So much appreciated if you guys go check out the website, the t-shirts, the stickers, everything supports the channel. Go check out the Patreon as well, and that's going to be this video's Mr. Radvertisement. So at this point, we're headed to the Dragon to try to get some Thursday rips. It's raining, but you never know. It could not be raining at the tail of the Dragon, which is just a hot minute away from Bryson City. So let's head over there and see if we can get some clean runs in.
So Chuckles and Buzz just pulled off behind us. We had to negotiate this whole construction zone with the flaggers because we were already committed when they got stuck behind. So let's go see what happened to the RX8. They should be down here on the side of the road. Okay, I see him. Hood's up. It's not on fire. No fire is a big win. We've got tools and stuff, so hopefully we can get everything dialed in here.
All right, so clutch is pedals on the floor?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna bleed the clutch real quick. I don't think I have, I don't know that I have regular .4 brake fluid. You got some?
Yeah.
Sick. Well, just not .5, anything but .5. We can mix .3 and 4 together, but I can't put the RBF 600 that I have in the RADX7 in this. because then gelatin things happen in your brakes, and that's less than ideal. I'm just happy it's the clutch, dog. Bleeding a clutch? Dude, no lift shift in the Tacoma?
Dude, that's all it had.
He's
dude.
rolling.
That was 100%.
22 RE on the chip right there. We can bleed a clutch on the side of the road. That's a win. We can't fix apex seals on the side of the road. So we're in a good spot, aren't we, Matt? This is easy fix.
Typical rotary repair kit.
Yep. Brake fluid. Tools.
So the clutch is going to the floor randomly?
Yeah, I noticed it was kind of low.
Like spongy?
Well, it was just like
Engaging down on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, it was kind of like that when we left. I didn't think much of it. And then I pushed it in right here, and it went all the way to the floor. I'm like, oh, shit.
Okay. All right, well, we can address that. It's kind of a pain to bleed these, but we'll do it.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that.
Yeah, there should be that short 12 or short 8 in there, right? You can see the bleeder, and it's hot. Do we have gloves? Are you gonna stick your hand down in there, or am I?
I have my hand down in there.
Okay.
It's not that hot.
Actually, no, it's in the jack nuts of the hotel room.
Okay. Do you want me to operate the pedal then?
Sure.
Oh, you dumped my whole toolbox out, Calvin.
Great. Go ahead and pump up.
Okay. Oh, hey, Calvin, the pedal is broke.
Broke?
It's touching the brake pedal.
I can't see it from here.
Yeah.
It's touching the brake pedal.
Oh. Hey, that's
Let
probably
me
the problem.
see if it actually still works, or if it's just that's... it could probably be blood, and it broke the mount.
The mount for the pedal?
Yeah, it's not uncommon for an RX8 to do that.
That may be the pop that I heard.
Other than the exhaust.
Well,
Those backfires.
Yeah.
I mean, I can probably throw a little bit of adjustment into the rod
okay.
to get it out, but it's broke the whole bracket at the top's cracked off.
Okay.
So that's why it started engaging on the floor, because now the pivot point for the pedal is flexing down, and it won't let you push it in.
That's a big motor. We can fix that.
Yeah, they're just a pain to get them out. You have your flashlight, Calvin? Can I have flashlight?
Pardon me?
Yeah, look at that. See the crack? Right there at the base of the pedal.
Hey, Cartmel, he told me to point this at cool. He told me to point this at cool.
I'm not going to do it.
Alright, Calvin, I'm out of adjustment.
Okay.
I can't put more adjustment in
He can't adjust it.
there. No, because it's gonna, I'm like 3 threads in the out of the clutch.
Get some rat screws, we can just screw it to the firewall.
No, because it broke perpendicular to the firewall. Is there a 12mm wrench handy, Calvin?
Yeah.
I think I put it away.
Oh, bueno.
Just like
Honking gave me a
sadistic
thumbs
joy.
up. So I waved.
Sadistic joy of waving and broken down RX8 people.
This is going to be my recommendation. When you push on the clutch pedal, don't let it go this way.
Okay.
And try to push it this way. Yeah, it's really not.
Yeah, are we going to be able to...
Well, we'll just have to take it back. I
I
think.
was
Get
going
it
to say,
in
that's
gear.
going to be a more so can I get it back than a...
I mean back to Bryson City.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll go back. City. I can drive it with no clutch back.
Well, yeah.
Done it before. Well, you've driven from Bryson City back to Tennessee without a clutch before.
Get it in the 6th.
It would
Kinda
bleed
just-
off. It would bleed off, so I could usually, from when we stopped for gas, we'd bleed it, and I could get three uses out of it. So usually by the time we stopped and wherever we actually got back on the interstate, the clutch was back on again, and I was just floating the gears. And then the last time we stopped, it went out completely. And that was the same year that the motor got torched and was down a rotor. And
We drove it home on one rotor.
One
made
rotor.
it all the way home in the silver car on one rotor with no clutch.
Okay.
And it
No
died.
compression.
It died probably like from here to that white fence away from Eric's driveway. And we just came and picked it with the tractor and drove it back.
Nice.
Because it ran out of gas. We didn't want to stop at the gas station. We figured it'd start again.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my question. We're already this far.
Yeah?
Can we just park it somewhere
Uh.
and go to the Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we roll it down there in the gravel?
No, I mean it'll drive to. I'm thinking like a reasonably.
Well, we're gonna have to go down. We're gonna have to get turned around and shit right here.
Yeah, but just like a reasonably decent place of business with a parking lot. We're gonna find a place to put it, go do our Dragon stuff, and then get it on the way back. That seemed like instead of
You
taking
do that.
15 minutes back to Bryson City and 15 minutes back here, and then
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like we got to go back there anyways. It's not like anyone's gonna steal it. So.
We're not going to get very far.
Yeah.
We tried to.
All right, so we're leaving Buzz up here, and we're going on. Mr. Square Body Chevy in front of us, his brakes are smoking right now. Woo! So this little stretch of road is called Hellbender. It's right at the bottom of the Dragon. It's very bumpy. It is pretty surreal to get to the tail of the Dragon and not see this parking lot full of cars. It's honestly, even in the rain, going to be a great time. Well, it's raining. We're going to do a quick lap because there's no traffic today. But it's in the rain. But that's okay. All right, Joel, so I'm going to preface my Dragon run with, when you come out here, this is spirited driving, not race car driving. Don't drive beyond your limits. And just have fun. I'm just short shifting at 5,000 RPM, not letting it get into boost, because I can full on wheel speed 4th gear. Like if I'm on those straightaways, it is unlimited horsepower, 0 weight, and maybe 70% traction. But it's ripping good, brakes are good. We headed back up the Dragon after our rainy trip down, and it was just as rainy, just as fun, just as slick. But being able to drive this road with no oncoming traffic or other cars is honestly an experience all in and of itself. Generally, by the time the weekend comes, this road gets really busy, and with busyness, it becomes very dangerous. So we made it back to the motorcycle resort, ready to head back to Bryson City, but we do have to stop and get Buzz on the way. Alright guys, so I'm driving Buzz right now. We are back from the Dragon, at least on the way back, and we are headed back to Bryson City. So I've got no clutch basically, at least I've got wipers in this car, because the RADX7 doesn't have wipers. I think there's going to be like 3 stop signs from here to the way back, so we should be good. I think we'll make out just fine. And I can shift gears with no clutch. Practice. Not my first time driving a far distance with no clutch either, so I think we'll be all right. But wish us luck. Comment below. Do we make it back from here with no issues, or do we have issues again? Fireball? Nope, we're not warmed up yet. Ripping with no clutch, and everyone says you break RX8 transmissions. 5th gear is hard to find though. Oh, there it went. Mint. Talk about driving with no clutch. How about that? Easy peasy. What was that, 30 miles? And did some pulls. RX8s are the best. They're indestructible. Just gotta have the skills to make them work. All right, Chuckles and Matt. Post-Dragon in the rain. And you got to drive my RADX7 a little bit. Reactions. Let's get a review. How has the trip gone so far, the whole deal?
Trip been great up until the point that in normal me fashion something broke.
Yep.
Because I feel like every time I come here, whatever I'm driving breaks. Out of my control.
Yeah, I mean the clutch pedal cracking apart is nothing you can do.
Yeah.
There's no misoperation happening. It just shouldn't break.
Deals gap without something breaking.
Yeah.
But the red car rips. The RADX7 rips. Like I didn't really get into it. I like lay into it hard to really build boost fast.
In like 3rd gear?
It was probably 4th gear.
4th gear? Oh, so it probably wouldn't really
just
spin that much. Yeah,
that was kind of why I did 4th gear.
Good.
And just like pulled and let it build boost slow, and I was like, oh yeah, this is fun.
It's like nitrous video games, because it's like it just starts going and going, and then it starts getting a little squirrely, and then everything gets a little blurry, and you're like, oh yeah.
Water on the road too.
Yeah.
I was like, you did a couple spots, and like, okay, we're gonna avoid that.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
But the Dragon was fun. I didn't like being in the passenger seat.
Yeah. That was Matt driving. What'd you think?
It was great. I didn't know what to expect with the rain, but it was nice being no traffic.
Yeah.
So it allowed me to learn, make mistakes, and scare Calvin a few times. He's over there, right foot braking in the passenger seat.
Could you hear him doing it, or could you just see him tension up? Oh, that's awesome.
It was fun. Traction control kicked in a couple times.
Awesome.
Gave him a good scare, but it was a blast. Enjoyed it.
Good.
Got more comfortable.
Good. I'm just stoked. Thursdays are like, and now everyone watching this video is like, oh, we go to the Dragon on Thursdays. It's going to keep getting busier earlier in the week. But just like today, it really wasn't that busy. And that's kind of the safest time to go for a spirited drive. You know, like I said just before we went on the Dragon, you're not trying to win a race, but you want to just have fun and drive within your limits, you know, and experience the road, because it's not the place to go 10/10ths and whatever. There's no
safety cage.
Yeah, there's no draggy record for how fast you've done the Dragon. Like, it's just, you know, go out there, enjoy it, have fun, see some flames on some cars, and do all that. So, dinner time, and then we're headed over to the lodge to get some food. So, check out the lot back here. RADX7 looking sick. Sheba made it. And, of course, the Rotary truck's gone because they all rode in the bed of the Rotary truck, for sure, with the coolers. Yes. Guarantee it.
Guaranteed.
What an interesting situation you're in.
Oh, yeah?
Did you get it out?
Yeah.
Oh, you're putting it back in?
Yeah.
Did you get it welded?
Yeah.
Shoo!
Where you been?
I've been talking to people and talking about, you know, cars and tuning and laptop things, and I was over there, not far away. Yeah.
Yeah, we found the shop, local shop.
Awesome.
Got it all.
They like played it and everything?
Bent it back in place and tacked down, and he welded it first. So
Sick.
all you had to do was weld it. He was actually welding at the time, and stopped what he's doing and welded it for us.
Heck yeah. Did you give any money? Do I need to give you money?
He didn't want anything, we gave him money for lunch.
Okay.
How crucial is that little sleeve in the brake pedal?
The what?
The sleeve that goes in the pedal. That thing that just fell off. Does that record? Because it's tubes.
It's just a bushing?
Yeah.
It'll probably work without it, won't it?
Cool. Okay, good.
I mean, it's completely torched. You're not going to be able to use it, so
Yeah.
we're either going without it or that's it.
Yeah, get you back home.
You'll be alright.
What? You guys want some water down there? Oh. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Land it over here so it hits Calvin and doesn't hit the Shinka.
Please don't hit me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It needs spark plugs. It sounds like a 3-rotor.
Yeah.
Listen to it when he revs it.
Yeah, it's not revving the way.
It's 3-rotoring right now.
That's not ideal.
Hear it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's 3-rotoring.
We only need 2.
Yeah.
It's true.
So how are you guys today? Do you mind being in a video? Or do you not care?
What's my percentage on that?
I'll give you
A
5%.
free bottle of water.
Because that'll be $1.
Enjoy.
I'm good. Just blur my face.
All right, hi. Seriously? I can.
Yeah, what kind of video?
I can if you want.
I don't need to be found.
So, highlight of the trip so far.
Hey, highlight of the trip so far. Not catching the car on fire.
That's a win.
Yeah, definitely.
Black
yeah.
FD's ripping.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Especially with that whole thing with fuel coming out, but it was great.
Yeah.
It's great.
DJ, sunburnt on one side, not sunburnt on the other side.
Passenger life.
Yep. Mel's doing good. Sheba made it all the way here,
We
right?
made it. No windshield wipers, which was not fun in the rain. But
Yeah, me too.
we made it.
That's what
Good.
RADX is there for.
Yeah,
And
if you're
then
going fast enough,
Yeah.
which we weren't.
Jason hauling passenger Princess DJ around.
I cheated, drove a Ford.
Yep. It's all right though. We had to have like one good reliable vehicle here, you know.
It was fun.
Yeah, it blew
sounded
off on me
fun.
too.
Yeah.
It's got a Raptor steering wheel
That's
and
twin
paddle shifters
Twin
and
turbo.
Yeah.
What year is that one?
17.
I didn't think they did the twin turbos until like later, like the 20 models.
No, they're twin turbo, yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean it's a good looking truck.
It is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the little like lights above the Ford, it was easy to see you back there because it has unique lights.
Yeah, I've had to replace
You want to see something?
Let's see. You fancy. What?
Did yours have the red
Oh,
light?
it like.
Yeah, they got a little startup sequence.
The actual like side marker thing did. On the camera it's just flashing like crazy.
Yeah.
Refresh rate life.
Yeah, yeah.
Ish.
Oh.
Interesting.
He did watch He paid someone to watch
All right, Douglas, what do you think?
I think we're pretty much ready to bleed the clutch and
Okay.
go for a rip.
Sick.
Make sure it works.
All right. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I
no, the dude,
apologize
like-
for not like being here and seeing all that, but
we got it out, and then I hammered around on it and straightened it out a little bit, and then Dad straightened it out with some pliers more.
yeah.
And then we went to the Ford dealership thing
Okay.
right down the road. And they're like, well, our welder was broken. We don't know if it works. And I'm like, sounds like you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Fine. They're like, but we'll give you a couple shops you can go check at.
Sick.
And drove up, and the guy already had the welder out going. He just buzzed it in, and
Nice.
here you go.
Sick.
So, gave him some
You
money
just
for it.
welded the piece that's there. Did you add reinforcement to it?
No,
Okay.
he just welded what was there.
Okay.
So.
Nice. Hell yeah. Nothing gonna get an RX8 down at the tail of the dragon, you know?
Yeah, it's good to go now.
Starts every time, runs perfect. The old Harbor Freight toolkit putting in work. Sick. Yeah, we got Brandon's car dialed in a little bit better.
Whenever we left,
The purple one.
Ernie was with him, or somebody was in the passenger seat.
Stay. Yeah, so Ernie stopped in, tuned some, put some keys in on Brandon's car, got it all dialed, and we were hanging out talking 3-rotor, 4-rotor stuff with another 3-rotor guy that was here, and then before you knew it, it was 11:30, and I didn't see anybody on the porches.
Yeah.
Because you can see from over there to here. I was like, I probably ought to go see what if y'all had it fixed yet or not.
Yep.
So I'm stoked y'all got it fixed, so should be good. I mean, you only have what, a 700-mile trip home to
Yeah.
Indiana, Louisville, the whole deal. It'll be fine. It's a RX8.
Starts every time.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna wash up the RX7. I think we're gonna go maybe road to nowhere and then go to the dam and try to take a picture of something up here
They probably wash this.
and
Just
get
wash
some
the
lunch.
tires.
Yeah, the rims are dirty, but it just looks. It doesn't really look better clean, you know.
No.
It just is easier to work on. You don't get dirt in your face.
Well, if if the tires aren't brown, if they're black, it looks nicer.
Yeah, for sure. And then we'll be out driving again. Stoked.
How do I turn?
How do I stop?
Do a stoppie. You only have to brake.
Friday afternoon, we headed up to the road to nowhere. This is an exceptionally curved road. It is a dead-end road that ends in a tunnel. It's actually an unfinished highway that was supposed to connect, I believe, Bryson City to Fontana. Provides a nice, safe driving experience to open up the cars a little bit. And ultimately, guys, this road and this drive is what this whole event is all about. Getting on the back roads with your friends, seeing everyone's car, and smiling the whole way. You can see Chuckles here popping flames out of Buzz the RX8. It's just a grand old time. Lots of smiles were had. We made it up to the top and enjoyed some rotary noises. to get one. I think it'd be rad to have a Sienna TRD, the like badass one, and then benchmark all your cars against that.
I didn't know they had a TRD.
They make 300 horsepower, the same. Yeah.
It's like a Camry.
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
motor?
Oh, okay. Yeah. And they don't look bad. I mean, it's a sporty looking minivan. Yeah. I'm sure they drive pretty nice too.
We were coming in, there was like a sign that said the road to nowhere. It like showed that it like started in the middle
just
of
hot.
the road. I just was wondering if you saw that.
It's never overheated before. Maybe it's a little coolant.
Could be.
Ooh.
We got water.
That's right too.
The smoke break smell came out. Look up the other part.
Driving.
Oh, you were? Oh, that's a little.
Oh, dang. Look at that. So sick seeing the cars in the rear view mirror. Or I guess for some of y'all the front view mirror, but for me, all the rear view mirror. What do you think, Matt?
What I think?
The view. Seeing all of us ripping around. Or I guess we're just driving, but.
Just driving.
Yeah.
Not much ripping yet. But it's fine.
Nice drive. It's fine.
Yeah. I was pumped. Look at us, all driving our cars at the same time. They're all pretty much running.
Complete a drive now with not having the hood up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. That's normal though.
Not the
It's either
problem.
showing off or fixing stuff. Everybody opens their hood at some point, right? There we go.
Hi, friends.
Oh, we'll get them on my camera
First
too.
gen
That'll be
friends.
sick.
Oh yeah, your camera's still down there.
Georgia guys.
Good trip up the road to nowhere. So after our cruise up the road to nowhere, we stopped in for some fuel and we're headed over to Fontana Dam. So this is another Deals Gap Rotary Rally event where we get all the cars together on Friday afternoon and drive across this beautiful TVA dam. It's one of the just iconic photos that usually comes from this event. I'm so stoked. Every year we get to go over there, check out all the cars. You get to see some of the roads on the way to Fontana. It's kind of midway between Bryson City and the Tail of the Dragon. And it's just, the event's so cool because it's not just a car show. We take our cars and we drive them, enjoy them, how they're meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah, but it's fun.
So parking at the Fontana Dam chute is crazy because this event has gotten so big. So you can see FDs on the right, we got RX8s on the left. Once you arrive, they pull you all into this parking lot in order. So like the FCs and the first gens like me and the Rotary trucks, we had to wait because they typically like the old school stuff going first. So we got to park out towards the front. And then once we've packed everybody in here in this night tight spot, takes about 3 hours. That's when the parking lot's open. Then we all drive across the dam together. And it's one of the coolest things when you're seeing everybody, just like I said throughout this video, just driving your car. It's so cool to see them move and shake around. So I didn't get any drone footage of this, but here's some photos from Kevin Henderson, who helps Phil put the event on. You can see the sponsors for Deals Gap up there, ZD Haltech, Sunoco. You see all the cars. And we pack them in here pretty tight. And it's just one of those iconic Deals Gap Rotary Rally events. So now let's drive across the dam and stay tuned. I'll post or share a short with some drone footage from this day. My 200 treadwear tires are just eating this chip and seal up. So we're cruising across the dam with all the Rotary crew. I'll try to get the video from Kevin or Phil or whoever takes it to put in this clip. But this is one of the most iconic meets of Deals Gap Rotary Rally. We meet up with all the cars. We all drive across this lake. Big the bathroom so bad. Let's go.
Come away, tree.
You're good. You're good.
All right, so we just got back from the Fontana Dam, and Richard with the Black FD is having an issue, which I was a good ways away, so I didn't get to catch up and see the actual problem because I drove across the dam and they just came back. But it pulled the fuel line loose right here. And if you think about it, the engine torque is twisting the engine this way, which is pulling the rail away from this fuel line. So it's going to put tension on that fuel line. And it actually unscrewed it. So I think the stock engine mounts, which they're like really good condition stock engine mounts, might be too soft. And we probably need to put a stiffer engine mount in here or figure out a better solution for that. But we've seen contact. The turbo has hit the frame here a little bit. You see where the paint's a little messed up. And then you can see a line right there. You're just ripping it too hard, sir.
Yeah, we're just having fun. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
I know, I'm happy. Let's keep pushing it. It might need some upgraded engine mounts.
Okay, that or just do a just do an engine brace on it.
Yeah,
Side.
either one.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think Chad or Garfunkel, I think.
Okay.
Garfield. I think
I don't
he's
remember
making these things. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see it definitely got into the paint a little bit right here.
Okay.
And then you see the line from the intercooler pipe.
Oh, I just throw like a little rubber stopper in there and that's
Yeah, it'd be all right. We need to put a piece of
in there.
Yeah, put a 1/2 inch piece of rubber right there.
Yeah.
Screw it to the frame. Done.
Shim it.
Yeah.
We're good. Like a what is this? Snubber, like a pinion
Yeah,
snubber.
yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I love that, like, you know, we talked about this already, but didn't put it on camera. I love that it's dirty because it's getting driven.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be, you know. We knew it was going to be all dirty, but it's okay. It's so fun. Everyone at the dam shoot had their pristine, clean engine bays, and then we got this one all dirty and we're parked right next to it, you know. It's just like, it's a driver.
Hey,
Use the car.
A lot, man. Trying to keep it from putting on setting on fire.
Okay.
You want to hear
Oh,
it? This
no.
will blow your mind. Engine mount, flex, pulls the fuel line loose.
That is no bueno.
Right?
Oh, man.
On like a real hard launch when the engine twists over.
Too much power, man. You gotta turn it down. Oh, it's already down. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I had it on one. Yeah, it's not even on full beans yet right now.
All right. Well, we can improve that. That's the whole key thing with a new build. You got to figure it out. There's just not a lot of slack from the regulator to that line, you know, with how the flex fuel sensor's back there. So it's just like, I mean, the turbo hit the frame rail over here, so it moved a 1/2 inch.
So it's pulling the braided line out of the fitting itself.
No, it's
actually just giving it just enough twist where it
Yeah.
just cracks the AN fit.
yeah. If you look,
Loose.
because it sits
It loosens
it
the AN
sits
fit.
on this like radius right here.
Yeah.
So when the engine comes this way, it just pulls it down. I guess we could probably loosen it, angle it down a little further,
Right, and just let it.
and then that'll push the regulator, like twist the regulator a little bit. Like, look right here, and do that. But if we tighten it down further, it should be less likely to pull that out.
I caught up with Calvin driving back.
Yeah?
Took a little run.
You do a pull?
Yeah.
Is it okay-ish? You probably smoked him.
Come around. I came around him.
Yeah?
But
You came around him?
yeah.
Oh, so he got you? Like,
No.
Oh,
I came around him.
Oh, okay.
He pulled out in front of me.
oh okay. Yeah. I was saying, there's no way that my RX8 is faster than your RX8. 0% chance.
A little bit less boost.
Yeah, because he's supposed to not make full boost. He's supposed to keep it under like 7 or 8.
He might not have. He was breaking up.
Okay.
It was. I could tell. He was like.
Okay.
Are they going to the new pizza?
I guess.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Where y'all going?
We're going to eat at the place by Stone Road.
Okay.
We gotta stop for water and beer.
That seems legit. We'll be over there.
See you there.
Okay.
It's all y'all, so I'm getting out of here.
We're gonna do the flank
Yeah, we
thing?
can go
Still
drive
wanna
it.
do Okay.
Yeah, let's go drive it.
Whatever you want to do. Yeah, here.
Let's just do it now. Because you're here. Let's do it right now. Yeah. I'm gonna do it now kind of guy. I mean, on a highway pole, because you like launched it though from the stop, right?
Yeah.
And that's when it torqued real bad. So on a highway pole, I think we'll probably be okay.
Well, yeah, we're gonna be.
Yeah. But I do think I want to loosen it and turn it back a little bit, and then just like, you know. But you know, we'll get it fixed up for you.
Yeah,
I was blowing flames.
I could tell.
He said it was breaking up. Were you making too much boost?
Yeah. Well, I got excited. I was like, oh, hey, that's Ernie. And then we pulled, and
Yeah.
I was just watching Ernie, and I looked over, and it was because it broke up a little.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, oh, damn, too much boost, and I had to let out. And then it was blowing flames.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it was funny because
so he
after
smoked you
people
pretty
saw-
good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He pulled me pretty good. It wants the boost, though.
I know, it does.
It likes 10
Yeah.
pounds of boost. What do you
Yeah.
want more boost?
I just gonna guess we need more engines.
So, but no, it's funny because then after it blew flames the first time, then everyone was videoing me, and I just kept doing it.
Yeah,
It's like,
of
this
course.
wasn't the encouragement.
Did you turn
I
the
needed.
camera on inside the car or something?
No.
No? Okay. I'll see if we can find some videos then.
Yeah, that and a good daily driver too.
So I replicated this with like 20% level of execution though. Okay.
20%.
Yeah, maybe 25.
I had like 30% execution.
Yeah.
It was already put together and yeah.
Jesus.
So notice like how I got my turbo placement and some of the ideas for piping and stuff from. Because this rips. What'd you make? 300? Just under 300?
Yeah, 304, 12 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
T3 turbo.
And that's a Randy. So.
Yeah, it's Renesis. And it's on Adaptronic, stock harness.
Good
So like
times.
it's simple, you know, there's not much to it.
Got air conditioning?
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Heat, cruise control?
No, I got
Oh.
I almost put the stock wheel on.
Cruise control works, then buzz.
Control doesn't work. AC doesn't work either, so.
Dude, I think, is there a belt on it?
Oh, I don't know.
Did
I
we
never
look?
looked. It doesn't work though.
I know, I was thinking about it when I was driving yesterday. I was like, huh, did I put the AC
That
belt
one
on it?
is Some damn where. I want to put it on.
no idea.
my
I bet
machine.
it doesn't have a belt. No shot it has a belt.
So good.
No belt.
That's the reason why I
Yep.
put the car.
That's why the AC doesn't work.
It was hailed
Should get a
off.
belt.
It shuts right off.
Yeah.
My buddy,
Get a belt and we'll get one and put it on and then you'll have it for the drive home tomorrow.
Yeah.
I just bought a 40th at the time. I was like, I don't want another RX8.
No, I was having a blast though. I was like, hey, I saw Ernie coming up, so I downshifted, and we
Oh,
both did a pull, and he
yeah,
just
yeah.
kept going, and I'm like, I want to stay with him, and then I looked down, and I'm like, nah, too much boost.
What'd it make, like 12?
It was right at 12.
Yeah. I ripped it like hard to see what it would make, and it barely went over 10, so I wasn't that worried about it, but
So,
you know.
but if I was paying attention, I was keeping it at like 8,
Yeah.
and then it was fine. But then I could let out and do like half throttle, quarter throttle, and it's just flames.
Flames.
Now it's just a simple daily,
Right.
you know, try to maintain all the creature comforts other than cruise control.
Right. Yeah. Nope.
Simple daily. Easy peasy. Looks good in there. I like your gauges over here.
Yeah.
Is that like a RX8 specific thing, or is it just a universal thing you put over there?
They came with the car.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't even put it
I literally just told Josh, who does my 3D printing stuff, to make me a gauge pod just like that. I was like, I want 2 gauges over here.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the Dragon, it's kind of you notice them.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do like just a 1 CAN bus gauge
Yeah.
in the future to simplify it. I hate a bunch of gauges.
Will the Adaptronic do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
well,
Cool.
mhm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's not a show car by any means. You know, it's a yeah. Yeah.
It's a show car because it's a race car, and all race cars are show cars.
Okay. Fair enough.
But not all show cars are race cars. You know, it's not the inverse. It doesn't work.
That is true.
Yeah, I love this thing.
One in the middle right there.
Yeah,
Look at it now.
it's about half full.
Yeah, it's too small.
Yeah.
It did have one of those is for
The Zone adapter.
zone adapter.
Yeah.
I don't use it. I don't have one on there. I just pre-mix.
Okay.
So,
Do you still have the OMP on it though, or no?
no, took
No.
it off.
Okay.
I was burning it off.
Yep.
With, downpipe.
I like heat shielded all over the OMP on that one because I'm hoping it can survive. But I'm not gonna put a 3-inch downpipe on mine either. I'll do a 2.5. Give me some more space. What'd you get fuel mileage? You said 17 earlier, right? We don't have it on footage, but 17, 18.
You know, on the
Awesome.
highway. Mead baby in it.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I just love the bottom mount versus this. I love that you can see the turbo. You know, like at a car show, if you have a bottom mount turbo kit, it's like, oh, he's just got an RX8 with the cold air inner or cold air intake on it. You know, with this, you're like, no, we're here to party. You know, you show off your turbo a little bit.
The only thing I really dislike about it is I go through alternators.
Okay.
Because of the heat.
Okay.
I actually bought one from O'Reilly's, a brand new one. I
Mhm.
brought it with me just in case.
Yeah.
So I figured if I had it, I wouldn't need it. You know, if you don't have it, you're gonna need it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like too, you know, I get a lot of flack for my battery to heat proximity. Yours is like touching the turbo.
Yeah.
It doesn't melt in there at all?
No.
Okay. See, so we're good. We got 2 inches. We're safe.
It's just right next to the flame.
It's fine. The flames go out the hood generally.
Yeah, this is actually pretty good. So, I mean, I just shut it off. You need to touch
Yeah.
it, so.
That's good. Need to wrap my whole up pipe in that, but we're just going to put an exhaust on it and call it a day.
Now I'm all jealous of all the guys that have turbos that whistle because my turbo in the RADX7 doesn't whistle. It's just like, we go fast. You know, you hear the air go and you're just like, "Wah." I don't get the cool noises like that, you know?
Friday evening, we made some quick touch-ups to the flame tune on Richard's Black FD, and now it's Saturday morning. Y'all ready for some car show?
I did so.
Car show morning
Clean cars.
for about 50 feet.
We just gotta navigate through these puddles.
And then go
We're basically there.
4 miles an hour for the next 8 minutes so that the rocks don't get thrown up. Ready to rip.
Did ya? Got my RAD potential shirt on for today.
Oh yeah, the truck one?
Truck one.
Nice.
I got the RADX7 on.
That's the one I got on.
There you go.
But I think I'm gonna change into a Hawaiian shirt once I get there.
I'm ready for you.
You can, yeah, I was saying.
Yeah.
You can do the dad style
Oh, yeah.
and wear both.
It's gonna be good.
Down finally gave it a little bit of a clean.
You cleaned it. I'm stoked.
Just half and half.
Doesn't it look? It looks so nice though.
Stop at the tire shop.
It still just blows my mind that kicks over and hits the freaking frame rail and it pulled the fuel line loose. I'm gonna make you another fuel line. I'm gonna mail it to you, and it's gonna be longer, and I'm gonna have you like do a loop in it.
Okay.
So then it won't pull it loose.
Okay.
Sound good? Yeah.
Fine. That's like I said, just gotta keep my eye on it whenever I do a hard launch.
Yeah. And I can honestly probably get some sort of like a double swivel so it could pivot on that other side too.
Okay.
On the rail. I'll look at it and decide, but I've got all the material to make one or the other.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, like I said, worst case, I can shove something in there. Thing is, I don't plan to launch this thing very often, so
Yeah.
it shouldn't be a big issue. Plus, I can keep a couple of wrenches in it. Good thing is,
Yeah.
you can smell it instantly.
Yeah, but the bad thing is that it might burn to the ground, so we should fix it.
Well, that's
Fuel
well,
leaks,
back
no
to
good.
At least it's going to be on E, so it's a lot harder to.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot easier for
Yeah, that is true.
Not burn it down.
Yeah, yeah. What do y'all think? Bunch of cars here, in there?
Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, I'm about to pack this thing up and go home. Well,
Home to Tennessee?
No, well, back to the apartment.
Oh,
Shanty.
nice. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, come on through when you get ready.
Yeah, I'll text you.
Yeah, 1989. So.
Okay. Sweet.
Cool.
All right, be safe, brother. All right, Josh, do you drive this thing all the way from Nashville?
No, I wish.
Peripheral port? At least you got that Inconel or that heat shielding on your header to hold it together.
Yes.
It's cracked under that?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's actually at the close to the V-band, so where
Okay.
they join together is where it's cracked.
Hell yeah. So we're here picking up some 3D printed, the prototypes. Dude, that looks sick.
Yeah.
How's that this on here?
Yeah.
Okay. That looks so good. I mean, it's 3D printed, you know, so like you're looking, there's some marks in it. It's like embroidery, you know, plus or minus. Oh, that's so nice. So these will be on the website soon. Yep. And then we've got these guys as well. So little rotor stands. So you can set this down and your rotor sits on there, and you can assemble the rotor so that way your side seals, corner seals don't hit the ground. And because I'm a nerd, right hand, round side down, written on there. If you mess it up, you cannot blame me because this thing told you to put it in there the right way.
Yep. Along with the
Cool.
springs.
Yeah. Side seal spring into mega.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
I'm pumped. What's been your highlight of the show so far? What car are you taking home that's not yours?
Probably the 3-rotor down there.
Okay, which
Silver one.
The silver one, yeah. Neil's car?
Yes. Neil's
DCT,
car. Yeah.
1,000 horsepower,
Yep.
billet block?
Yep.
Yeah, that thing's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something
it's
to,
real nice.
something to go do straight, like mile
Yeah.
racing like what he does.
With like 335s on the back, you know. Yeah.
So.
Got them meats on it.
Right.
Yeah, my pick from the see, it's nice we have 2 car shows. I didn't film this last night, but my pick from the Dam was the V8 one. And I picked Neil's car last year, so I kind of got to pick a different one this year, you know. But honestly, I really like Zach Richardson from Eccentric Motorsports, just his black 2-rotor car. Those inky wheels on it, the stance. It's got 335s on the back too. Like it's, you know, it looks sick. It's like the Batmobile of an FD, right? Yeah. So that'd be my choice for today. But remember, you go to car shows, make a game with your buddies. Make a game with your buddies, and each of you pick a car that's not yours that you would take home. It's just really fun. Makes you like appreciate something else. You know, somebody else's taste. You really look for the details. It's a good time. So we're gonna head over to the Dragon probably and have a good day.
Oh yeah, show it. That's Jamin's car, and I love Jamin for parking in the fucking mud because he is a beast. Man. He's had that car for 15 or 20 years. He beats the snot out of it. As he should.
So you're here. What do you think? I'm putting you on the spot right now. I know you don't like it, but
yeah, it's gnarly, dude.
Dude.
Every ounce of time we spent out here, man. It's great.
Heck yeah.
I can't put it into words.
I'm so pumped you made it out. Cars, we got, is that a Hyundai something? Oh, Scat Pack, wide body Challenger over there. All the brakes. RX8s. Looks like an exo set. Miata exo set. Josh made it here. This peripheral port Miata. I don't know whose car this is, but I love it. Good stance. Sick first gen.
If we get a good run, I'm gonna be happy.
What do you think? Tail of the Dragon.
Dude, if there was no traffic, be a hell of a ride.
Right? It's such a good road, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It flows nice.
And it's smooth.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, this was like 50% of what it could do.
Oh, yeah.
On the road. So.
Yeah. I could tell, like, I could hear you winding up, you know, and then coming in the corners, winding up. Like, he could 100% outbrake me.
Yep.
And out corner me.
Yep.
You know, and I'm like, because I wasn't even pushing my car that hard. I'm
I was
just like,
cruising.
yeah.
I was keeping an eye on temps because it's just, there's so much slow.
Yeah.
There's not enough air across everything for me to stay cool.
Yeah, I got up to like 208 in the beginning section where it was hot. The road was dry, it was hot. And then when we got down into this back section a little wet, it was like 189 the whole way, which is normally what I run. But this is a good rip.
It started cooling off once we got into the
shade.
Shade and stuff. But I could tell that we've been cruising with it being warm.
Yeah.
Turning left, it was fuel loading.
Yeah.
Cutting off and stuff.
Okay.
So I was like,
Yeah.
it needs to cool down for a little bit. So.
Yeah, I had 2 spots where. Sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Where I had like a little fuel chop where it like popped lean. So I don't know, maybe I need to clean my fuel filter. Because it's right whenever I was like flexing for
we
people
also
and I
didn't stop for gas.
You did?
No, we didn't. We
I
didn't
did.
stop for gas. No, that's very.
No, I didn't fill up at the very beginning. But I'll be good for a dragon run. I'm not usually 1 lap and it's not sloshing.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
I'm down to like half a tank on the way here and everything else. So.
Yeah, I mean, I was good. I'm still at a quarter tank, which is 3/4 of a tank on my gauge because it's backwards for some reason. It's aftermarket gauge with a stock thing. It's fine. It's all right. But it shouldn't have sloshed on this run. It's just like, it wouldn't even, it was like I'd come out of a corner, I'd be aiming straight, and I'd nail it in second hard. And then that initial like boost pressure builds in the regulator, and I'd have like a slight little pressure. I could see the pressure gauge go chirp right as coming out of the corner. So it's definitely like sloshed away, maybe got the little bubbles in it, and then that's what I got whenever I stabbed it.
Yeah.
But if I rolled in slow, if I rolled out of the corner, gave it about 30 feet, and then chopped it, it was fine.
Oh, yeah.
So probably just fuel filter, and it
Mine
would
is
pick that
definitely
up.
because the fuel's getting warm.
Yeah.
So, carburetor life.
Yeah. It's really, I mean, it's loud, but I couldn't hear it the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, I could hear it most of the time, but
It's loud.
Hell yeah.
It would be quieter if the exhaust was not broken. But
hell yeah. What is Richard listening to?
I have no idea.
Richard, what are you listening to?
Niggas want that motion. I begin to clip. Sticking
He's got a portable 6x9 in there.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Richard, you jamming. You got like a portable 6x9 in your car. That's sick.
Yeah, man, it's like from my buddy bought for me for like we're going off roading a lot.
Yeah.
Well, was going off roading a lot.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it rocks. It's a little turbo box.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good little rip. I did not expect to have that little traffic. I fully, and it wasn't even that bad oncoming either.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm good with this.
Hell yeah.
All right, let me go lock with the e-brake in. So
Yeah, I found a rock.
Yeah, I found a stick after he mentioned that. I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Give it about 5 minutes, take a leak, then we head back. Watch this McLaren rip out of here. I love it. Stretch Miata.
He just turned and flipped right out of here. He's fucking tearing it up. I don't maybe even up 70. This is my 32 Ford with a Ferrari engine. I built it myself in my garage.
Right up there where the downpipe comes through.
Where?
Just right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Let go.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
God.
We were ripping. Look at this, guys. It's either out of oil or everything's working well. Look at this. Coolant bottle, mint. Oil catch can, mint. No leaks. So good. So good. Just a little fuel sloshy. Little fuel sloshy. Yeah. Still got to fix that. Oh, that was so good. Good run.
So good.
Brandon stoked. Richard stoked. Josh is getting gas. I could hear it breaking up. Fuel sloshing too.
I got it's showing just under a half tank, so
okay.
It'd be alright to get back to
yeah,
town.
That's what I figured. I'm good. All right, Josh, how was it?
That was good.
We got some clean run.
Yeah, that was.
I pushed a little harder for you.
Well, I was dealing with fuel slide.
Yeah, I could tell. I could hear it breaking up when mine would break up.
Yeah.
I had the same thing. You probably come around out of a left corner. You're like, "Why is Eric not going?"
Yep.
You're like, "Well,
Mine
I'm waiting for my I'm waiting for my fuel pressure to come back on." Dude, good rips. Good rips.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Looks like you're gonna need tires just like I am.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This was the last trip for those for sure. Yeah. They're spanked.
These are pretty much slicks in the rear.
I was worried more so about my front end alignment because I run toe out, and driving on the highway just torches them when you do that. It wears the inside off.
Yeah.
Sick. Hell yeah. Ready to head back for the banquet.
Yep.
Dude, that was a good rip. Yeah. That was a real good rip. Well, it wouldn't be a trip to the Dragon without breaking something. I've lost fuel pressure. It comes and goes. I thought on the Dragon it was just kind of fuel sloshing, but I think I've got like a clogged fuel filter, or I mean maybe the pump's dying, but it doesn't sound like the pump's dying. It definitely sounds like it can't get the fuel either into the pump or it's not getting the fuel to the engine. So we got Josh going to get his truck and trailer from Fontana, which fortunately for us is probably 10 minutes up the road. And then we'll put it on the trailer, go back to Bryson all together, and then we'll just unload it at the Airbnb and we should be good to go. I think it sounds like a good plan. So
Very good plan.
I think, you know, because I don't have any service right now. We're just here enjoying the beautiful river. I'm gonna wave at cars when they pass us. Everyone's gonna stop and ask why I'm broke down, and that's okay. But we're out here having fun. We made it down and back up the Dragon. This is like deja vu 2 years ago, whenever it broke down right over there by the trash cans. So fuel system issues. It's definitely like when you're in your fuel tank, like I was 5 days ago, cutting the top of the tank off and welding baffles into it and doing all that fab work. Like no matter how many times I rinse it out with water and fuel, you're not going to get all that fine particulate metal out of it. So it's definitely just sucked something up. But fortunately it's easy to drop the tank out of it, and I got all my lines, and fuel lines are long enough that you can literally set the tank on the ground before you have to disconnect anything. So it works really well. So after a little bit of waiting, I jumpered the fuel pump relay on and was able to get the thing to start making fuel pressure. I think maybe we just stirred up some dirt, clogged up the in-tank filter, my Holy Hydromat or something just was not happy. I mean, sloshing fuel, overheating the pump, etc. So we're able to get the thing started back up and making fuel pressure. One of the things just to be aware of out here, guys, is that there is no cell service. So we had to make it about 10 miles to this gas station where I could get Wi-Fi so that I could message Josh, who was going to come back and pick me up, so that he didn't come back and pick me up and me not be there. Because literally for about 20 to 30 miles around the Dragon, there's no service. It's just very remote. So make sure when you're out here that you've got friends with you, you're driving with a pack of cars, just so you don't get stuck somewhere all by yourself and have to get rescued. So we made it back through to Bryson City, no issues, and we're ready for this banquet.
Yeah, we didn't reach out to Richard, so I don't there he is. Probably just pulled in. Race brakes. Race brakes.
Fire back up. Yeah. Well, a little more to it. I got this, right? Yeah, you're good.
Oh, yeah. Race brakes, and they're freshly cleaned off, ready for a track. Literally, we sat there for a little bit and I was like, let's just go see what it does. Talking, and I keyed on. It was holding. Or actually, no. I went to the back and I shorted the fuel pressure or the relay
and it sounded
with my
healthy.
knife, and I was like, oh, it's holding. I was just gonna turn it on and hold it, and it was making good pressure on it. Let's try to drive it. Started, drove it, stopped at the lot or the place where Josh was and told him we were good, and then just ripped back. No, it did like do it. It did do it again on the way back and shut off, but if I keyed off and we coasted down hills, you know, and just let the pump cool off, and then I bet it's overheating. That's what I bet.
As Saturday night rolls around, everybody rolls into the Bryson City Brewery. We all gather up. We're fortunate to be able to use this space to do the award ceremony for the banquet. Grab some food, grab some brews. They do a big raffle. So you see Richard here. He was Dale. He won all the different awards, bought a ton of tickets, which was super rad. And every time that a Tennessee crew wins a ticket, we all yell social and everybody takes a drink. So it's a good time for us hanging out. Mel and Johnny won first place with their 4-rotor FD for Best FD. And this is where everybody who wins an award, their car gets put up on the screen. The organizers take pictures of everybody who places in each category at the car show, which was this morning. So you've got first gen class, an FC class, FD class, an RX8 class, Best of Show, People's Choice Award, Best Old School, Best Swap. There's tons of different awards to get. And there was a couple hundred cars in the show. So it was truly a great accomplishment if you won an award. And fortunately for us, Tennessee crew, we took home some hardware. So Johnny and Mel got first place with the white 4-rotor for Best FD. I got third place in the first gen category, and Jeff got third place in the old school category with the yellow truck. So after the banquet, people congregate back to the hotel, or for us, looking at the hardness, out this thermal camera, sitting around the fire, just reminiscing of the event, and we cannot wait to come back next year.
Yeah, like if you're looking like, hey, which circuit?
You can read DJ's shirt through this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Bog.
Yeah, if you're looking for complete accuracy of what the temperature
You can see the rotary. That's cool.
How hot dog is? You a hot dog?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
thank you.
But yeah, like general radiation percentages based off what the amount of radiation comes off the target based off what it is compared to something else.
Interesting.
Cool.
Makes total sense.
Yeah. So can they see if I have an erection?
I don't know. Let's zoom in.
There's a hot spot. It doesn't matter the other side of the
There's a hot spot in your pants.
It was only a matter of time until someone asked.
I think we're good. All right, Charles. Successful deals gap.
Very successful.
Good.
No major breakages.
Mel, successful deals gap.
Right here.
Good. Johnny, successful deals gap.
Oh yeah.
Sick.
I'm hanging out with RAD.
Yeah. Jeff, successful deals gap.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect.
I mean, I ain't made it home yet, but for sure.
Yeah, so far. We make it. Look at this thing shining. Holy cow, that thing looks so red on the camera. Time to head home. Listen to everything fire up. Alright, here you go. Real race truck. We'll do a video on this truck at some point, guys. So Jeff just changed his whole fuel system. Still working on the tune. Got it put back together like 3 days before coming here. So it's a rotary. It'll start. Promise. Just got to get it fired up. It's a lot of fuel. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying to the camera. I was like, I promise this thing runs good. It's just cold. It also spits mad fireballs. So the trip doesn't end on Sunday morning whenever we have to check out of our hotel and head home. It actually ends when we get home, because you never know. There's always an adventure whenever you're driving a 40 or 50-year-old rotary car. And needless to say, this event, it was trying to keep us on our toes. So the white first gen, the radiator had split open and it was just leaking water out. So we were stopping every hour or so to fill it back up just to keep it from overheating. And after one of our stops, well, we had an issue that we couldn't fix. I mean, it could still easily just have gotten some junk in those injectors or something. Yeah, it's not happy at all. Go for it. No trailing spark. Always something on the drive. Cleaning used plugs to only get you so far, so we got some fresh ones in it. She's ready to go. Everything else is running good. People trying to get through our blockade here.
Great. We tried.
Well, we'll come get it with the trailer. Well, we couldn't not break something, so we got Arrow coming to get it with a trailer. We're not too far from home, a couple hours, so we'll make it. It's always fun on the ride home. Everybody just kind of falls off. People leave, people go their different ways. This will be the last time I see Jeff. Headed to Charles' house. Hopefully they get the white car home, but I've got a wedding to go to. So I'll show y'all when we get back to Charles' house, and then it'll be a successful Deals Gap 2025. We made it back to the ranch. The RAD workshop has literal spider webs in it because we haven't been here for about a week, which is crazy. The RADX7 survived the tail of the dragon. We made it all the way back here. I did run through a little bit of a mud puddle, so I got mud on my car, which is not ideal. And then we're still freshly brake dusted from driving home and ripping this thing 4.5 hours on the way. So as you saw, we did have problems with one of the cars. So Sheba, the white turbo first gen, they really hadn't been on the road in quite some time. Had a little bit of a fuel pump issue, and the radiator, which is an aluminum radiator, separated. So one of the intakes came off. So we were leaking coolant most of the way. It only made it about an hour and a half before we had all those issues you saw. And Johnny, Mel, and Charles had Johnny's brother come back with the trailer, pick him up, and then they made it home that evening as well. So honestly, when I was finishing up with my wedding to go back and load up the RADX7, they had just gotten home. So pumped that they made it home safe. That car will get a whole renovation at some point, and we'll go through the whole thing, full kind of restoration in the future. And then also, the biggest feat, honestly, of the whole trip, besides just the amazing amount of fun and super rad people, was the fact that Buzz, the unreliable, gonna explode instantly, turbo RX8s are the worst, turbo RX8, literally drove 800 miles. We ripped it pretty hard, just doing some pulls on the highway and stuff. Unfortunately, the clutch pedal broke on the day we were going to the Dragon, and I know y'all didn't get to see it at the show because Chuckles had a concert that he went to in Cincinnati. So he literally drove from North Carolina to Cincinnati Saturday morning while we were all enjoying the car show. He ripped this thing 700 miles. Not even kidding, or however far that is, 500 miles, whatever it is. And it's like, look at this, he even washed it, brought it out here, this thing's looking tight. So it was one of the best Deals Gaps, honestly, that I think I've had. I've been to 10 of these, so, or I guess maybe 9. This will be the 10th year, I think, but we did have the COVID one. So I do have a COVID Deals Gap t-shirt. You'll see me wear it once in a while. Look at that. Look at the spider webs, guys. Crazy. But, so I've been to about 10 of these, and at the very beginning, they were doing these at a place called Nantahala Village, and all the rotor heads would stay in these cabins that were so close to each other. And what I loved about that was we would all be hanging out at the lodge, the Nantahala Lodge, and you just see cars rolling in and out and in the parking lot, hoods up, basically all the time. There was never not a time where rotor heads weren't chatting and hanging out. As the years went through, this, that, and the other, the locations changed, logistically. And this year we finally had what I felt like was just such a great vibe of hanging out in the hotel parking lot, talking cars. We kind of had the whole place locked down. You know, the show at the brewery and then also the awards banquet at the brewery. Like, man, I can remember screaming social so loud for so many other things. Just us Tennessee crew, we like to have a good time at the Nantahala banquets, and this just reminded me so much of that. So it was such a good event, and I can't thank Phil, the event coordinators, enough for putting this on, but also just can't thank all of you guys enough for making it so worth it to come out to these things. You know, the Rotary cars for me have always been about like, yeah, I love these cars for the rally heritage and the engines are sweet and all of that. But ultimately, once I got into them, the people that own these cars are just so cool, and it's so rad to talk to you guys. And I really appreciate talking with everybody I could talk with. I know a couple people reached out like, oh, you're so busy, it's hard to get, I don't want to say in line to talk to you, but like, I just talk to whoever's there. So I will gladly stay there until 2 a.m. talking, 100%. I think I was the last person to leave the hotel parking lot one night talking to some guys about his Cosmo. So, come and find me, come chat, but you guys make the stuff worth it. I just want to thank you guys so much. So I got cars to unload, cars to clean. I'm behind on editing because my laptop broke during the middle of the trip. So thank you. Live a life you don't need a vacation from. Keep it rad, and I will see y'all in the next one. Deals Gap 2025 success. I guess it's the candid end of the video. What's next? Drift car. We got a hydro handbrake, fix some wiring, drift car this beast, RADX7. And then I got to go order some stainless so that I can finish up this, because I've been inspired. It's when you go to Deals Gap, you get inspired by so many other people's builds and you just want to make your stuff better. I can't wait to bring, there was kind of a lack of turbo RX8s there. We'll bring turbo RX8. So peace, guys. I'm going to go clean off my cobwebs. They're everywhere.